Alright, James Smith here once again in my car to rant on the drive home. We just got snow in Omaha. It's the beginning of November, can you believe it? So there's a shooting, again. A former Marine went and shot up a country bar. 12 people died. I don't know if that's including him or 12 people plus him. But anyway, he died also. Once again, this is going to blow your mind. Shocking. Brace yourself. He was on serotonin uptake inhibitors or whatever they're called. He was on prescription drugs for antidepressant or whatever that stuff is. Serotonin uptake inhibitors or drugs. He was on prescription drugs for mental disorders. First of all, mental disorder right there. Second of all, they're always on this stuff. Always on these things. These drugs that are advertised on mainstream media all the time. Always being advertised. These shooters are almost always on them. And no one talks about it. But that's not my subject today. My subject today is exercise. Regular exercise has been proven. This isn't a debate. This isn't like an opinion piece. This is proven factually. The science is behind it, the data behind it, everything shows exercise, regular exercise, works 150,000 times better than any of these drugs. Now, maybe not 150,000 times better, I'm sorry. Works far better. Far better. Without the side effects. You know what the side effects are? You sweat. You know what some other side effects are? Oh, you start feeling better about yourself. You actually develop brain cells. That's right, exercising helps to develop brain cells. Now you have to actually study something to fill those brain cells. But exercise will increase your focus. It'll increase your drive. It'll increase your sexual drive. Your libido, I mean. It will have tons of side effects that are all good, except for the sweating and BO possibly. But actually, if you're healthy from regular exercise, your BO won't be as bad. That's a fact. If you're healthy, your BO does not smell as bad as an unhealthy person's BO. Now a lot of that has to do with nutrition. But I keep hearing about these people who are on drugs, shooting up places. It says on the package, it says all the time that this might cause this to happen. And they always go in to get these prescriptions from doctors, from psychologists, from psychiatrists. Do these psychologists or psychiatrists ever recommend exercise or workouts? I got an idea. Why doesn't a psychologist or psychiatrist or a therapist just spend 30 minutes of their hour-long session doing an aerobics workout with the person? Try that out. Try that method out and see if it works. I guarantee you it'll work. But you never hear this. No one talks about it. No one in mainstream, at least, will mention that, hey, regular exercise is the perfect cure for virtually all of these mental problems that we're having. You don't need to be on drugs. In fact, go for a freaking walk. Go for a walk, a half-hour walk every day. You can listen to music. You can listen to a podcast. Doesn't matter. Just go for a walk, maybe an up-tempo walk, but go for a walk. See what happens. It's ridiculous that this never gets talked about. And then our education system, which I'm involved in, but they don't know what the heck they're doing when it comes to this. So often, kids learn to not like exercise. You have to teach a kid. This is true. If anyone who's ever had kids or been around kids knows this, kids naturally want to play. They want to run around. They want to be active. Even girls, boys, it doesn't matter. They might have a different preference of what kind of game they want to play, but they want to play games. They want to run around. They want to have fun. You are taught that it's uncool or it's not fun. And the education system is responsible for this. How often are the punishments in a class an exercise? Huh? What about a practice? How often at practice is it, okay, we're going to make you run as a punishment? It's training their brain that exercise is bad. People don't like exercise when they get older. They love it when they're a kid. They love it. They don't even realize it's exercise. They get older, they don't like it. So they start using drugs instead. Drugs that lead on the label says it will lead to this, possibly lead to it. Suicide, thoughts of murder, actual mass murder. It keeps happening. And no one will talk about just doing regular exercise. Just once. I want to see some mainstream articles, some mainstream news reports, and some actual legitimate therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. I know psychiatrists probably won't because they're the ones who actually prescribe drugs. Just doing an exercise with their patient. You have a patient who has depression. Okay, we're going to have an hour session. We'll talk for 30 minutes, but for 30 minutes also, we're going to do an aerobics workout. We're going to do Zumba. We're going to do kickboxing. We're going to do something to get our blood flowing. See what kind of difference that makes. People, the information is out there. It's there for you to find. It's not even that hard. It's much easier than the old Dewey Decimal System at the public library. Look into this stuff. If you are being told to get on a drug, I'm not saying you not to, I'm not a doctor, but just look into the research on what illness they say you have and how exercise affects it. I guarantee you, exercise will have a better result than the drug itself. Every time. So that's something to remember. Exercise.